from these early roles where you were really not sure that you wanted to even stick with this, right through Last Picture Show, Fat City, then there was this amazing turning point that you've talked about with the Iceman Cometh, and I guess I wonder if you can just, you weren't even going to do that one.
Right, I was, I still have this this feeling after a lot of movies. You use a kind of a pretend muscle. I don't know what else to call it. It's something that kind of gets fatigued, after doing a movie. And I usually don't feel like pretending anymore. I want to do something kind of, real, like make some art or something. And I just finished a movie. I had a great time on it. Called The Last American Hero, about a stock car racer. Yeah, thank you. And it was a great time. The director, Lamont Johnson, was wonderful to work with. And about a week after that movie wrapped, it was just kind of relaxing, relaxing. And I get a call from my agent. He's very excited. He says, "You've just been offered to a part in The Iceman Cometh, directed by John Frankenheimer, starring Lee Marvin, Robert Ryan, and Frederick March." And I said, "Oh, that's great. Tell him thanks, but I'm going to pass." He says, "You're going to pass." I say, "Yeah, I'm bushed, He says, "Okay, And about 5 minutes later, Lamont Johnson calls me up, and this low voice, he says, I understand that you turned down John Frankenheimer and The Iceman Cometh." And I said, "Yeah, I'm bushed, Lamont, He says, "You're bushed. You're an ass." And he hung up on me. So I thought, I do this from time to time. I do a little experiment on myself. I say, well, because I was curious if this acting thing was, something I was cut out for my whole life, Even though I had won, been nominated and stuff, I still wasn't sure if that's what I wanted to do, And so I said, I'll do a little experiment. I'm struggling with whether I'll do this acting thing or not. I definitely don't want to do this movie, and I'm just going to do it, and maybe this will be the final nail in the acting coffin, So I threw myself into this thing and had a really an amazing time. It was quite unique for a number of reasons. One was that most movies, if you're lucky, you've got a couple of weeks rehearsal, then you shoot it for 8, 10 weeks, or whatever the schedule is. This one, we rehearsed for 10 weeks, and then we shot for 2 weeks. And it was the American Film Theater, I think, the American Express card was putting it out. And we shot the whole play, and we shot it like a play, long takes. They had these huge mags on the cameras that would go for 10 minutes at a time. And I got to spend that rehearsal time with these great old masters, And one of the things that I was struggling with as far as whether I wanted to do this or not was the anxiety and the fear, this thing that you're talking about. And in the rehearsal period, I could see these old guys, Frederick March, man, being so upset and so, whipping himself, wanting to do justice to this great material, and afraid he's not I can't remember my lines, all those things. And Lee Marvin, all of the guys were like that. I had a scene most of my scenes were with Robert Ryan, and he was, a wonderful actor. I admired his acting so much, and we were at a table doing a scene, and he had his hands on the table there. We're waiting for the guys to say, "All right, we're rolling," and before they say that, they say, "All right, people, get ready," and you're it's very hard not to tense up, when they say, "All right, get ready, all right, okay, now people, be quiet, here we go," and wait, they go, hair in the gate or some light has to be fixed. And he takes his hands off the table and then these big puddles of sweat there. And I said, Bob, God, after all these years, you're scared? And he says, oh, I'd really be scared if I wasn't scared, yeah. Just said flat like that. And I realized that, oh, that never goes away. It's all about how you befriend that feeling and what you do with it and how you work with it.
That was that was when you decided that this was doable, right?
Well, I figured, those old guys can do that. I don't have to worry about if, because I had done about 10 films and it wasn't going away.
Right.
I was waiting for it to kind of relax, but it didn't go. It still doesn't. I'm still anxious as hell.